Uh, so today we're going to find out about Anglo-Saxon life. We've found out a bit already. Going to find out a bit more. You're going to make some notes. You can ask some questions, and you're going to write a diary entry for an Anglo-Saxon child, or an adult actually, if you want. So, what do you think went on for an average family in an Anglo-Saxon village? Have a little think about what you think went on. So make a little note perhaps in your book of some of the jobs that people did, some of the things that went on during the day, things people would have to do, where they lived, all that kind of thing. What can you remember from what we've learned already? What would you like to know about? What we're going to do now is just watch a little video about someone's visit to a reconstruction of an Anglo-Saxon village. So obviously there are some people in modern clothes there, but you can see the houses and you can see some of the things that people got up to.
If you've ever wished to step back to a period in history and experience the existence of that time, you can do this by making a visit to the recreated Anglo-Saxon village at Weststow in Suffolk. On certain days in the year, groups of enthusiasts dressed in costume of that period will live in the reconstructed houses for the weekend. They will live, eat and carry out day-to-day tasks exactly as the Anglo-Saxons did. On the day we were there, visitors could enter the various houses and watch life as it was then. The first house we entered, the husband and wife were cooking boiled meat over an open fire, and the place was filled with smoke. It must have been a very uncomfortable environment to live and work in, and makes us now appreciate how comfortable modern living is in comparison. The reenactment groups also demonstrate many crafts for the visitors to view and ask questions related to the day-to-day life in Anglo-Saxon times. This Anglo-Saxon is preparing a wood spindle for turning on a lathe and has gained the attention of an interested family who are asking many questions related to the task he's carrying out. These ladies, sewing and working with wool yarns, have engaged the help of a young visitor who is helping to sort out the tangled wool from the basket. This involvement is encouraged by the reenactment group, who are only too willing to impart their knowledge of this period in history. Many of the items made at this craft demonstration are either used by the groups or sold in the Visitors Centre gift shop. This leather worker is in the process of cutting a sheet of raw leather into a shape for a flat moccasin or sandal. Once he has cut the basic shape, it is then passed on to the woman for the next stage. With a strong needle, the sole and the upper part of the footwear are sewn together. The effort to push the needle through the leather needs considerable force, bearing in mind that in Anglo-Saxon times a bone needle would have been used. It seems every task or craft required great effort to execute and complete in that period. In another area of the village we find another Anglo-Saxon, deeply engrossed in some fine filigree silver wire work. This, when completed, will be a decorative brooch to complement a Saxon costume. Also in the village, a small number of farm animals exists, which helps to offer a reality this unique reconstructed Anglo-Saxon village set deep in the heart of Suffolk.
Right, if you click on the picture in the video or on the link in the description, it will take you to a BBC page about Anglo-Saxon life. If you go to this image on that web page, you can click on it, you can click on the different people and find out what their jobs were, what they had to do during the day. So can you work your way through that, please? Also on that page is lots of other information about Anglo-Saxon daily life, so it's worth having a good read through. When you've done that, have a look at the next slide. So what do you think life was like for them? Was it easy? Was it hard? Was it fun? Was it boring? And if you were an Anglo-Saxon, what job would you do in the village? What I want you to do is write a diary entry for a person in an Anglo-Saxon village. It could be a child or an adult. Don't forget to describe the house. Don't forget to describe some of the things in the village. Where did you sleep? Where did you cook? Where did you work? What was your house like? Did you meet or see anyone else? Did you talk to them about what they'd been doing? Lots of things that could have gone on during the day. Maybe you had one job in the morning and another job in the afternoon. Maybe you had some time to play. Maybe you met up with some friends who did different jobs and talked to them. Lots of things you can write about in a diary entry. Have a go. I will put a blank template on Purple Mash in case you want to use that, or you can write in your books. Thanks, bye.